Hi, this is Raj from Sportscars. In this video I've got a lovely Porsche 911 997 Gen 2 Carrera. It's a 3.6, registered March 2010, and it's finished in absolutely stunning aqua blue metallic, which in this golden hour light, even though it's cloudy, looks absolutely sensational. I think one of my favourite Porsche colours of all time. I know it is my favourite Porsche colour. I always love getting cars in this colour. Now, as I said, it's a 3.6, which means it has 345 horsepower. It's a 3.6 flat 6, and it's the direct fuel injection engine, so it doesn't suffer any of the issues of earlier 997 Gen 1s and 996s, which is bore scoring, IMS bearing failures and RMS oil seal leaks. All of those problems were fixed in this generation of 911. So 2009 onwards up to 2015 are sort of the safe cars. So 991 Gen 1, 997 Gen 2, and they're the cars that I focus on. This car will do 60 in 4.5 seconds. It's actually very economical for a 3.6 as well, with that direct fuel injection. It's very accurate in putting exactly the right amount of fuel directly into the engine, and mixing with the air. Great engines, very reliable, and actually quite cheap to tax as well on an annual basis in the UK. So in terms of options, obviously it's got the optional aqua blue metallic paintwork. It's got speed yellow brake calipers. These are steel brakes, they're not carbon. It's normally carbon disc PCCB Porsche ceramic composite brakes, I think it is. Cars that have speed yellow calipers, but this car was painted with speed yellow calipers as well, to give it a more sporty look, and I think it really suits the blue paintwork really well. Typically a Carrera would have a sort of like matte black calipers, so it definitely makes more of a feature of it. The wheels are the optional 19-inch Carrera Classic wheels, so they're a 5-spoke finished in metallic silver, and the coloured Porsche crests as well. All the tyres are Bridgestones, and they're in great condition as well, as are the discs and pads. Lots of life left in those, as you can see. I'll show you the back ones as well. Very good condition those are, and as are the Bridgestone tyres. All of these cars come with LED rear tail lights and Bi-Xenon headlights with daylight running LED strips there, you can see in the bottom. Reshaped bumper on the Carrera and Carrera S and 4S Gen 2 cars, so it has a different design to the 997 Gen 1s, and at the back it also has different light shape as well, so it goes to a point, and they're also LEDs, as I said. Now, the real special option for me actually is a very rare one on 997 Gen 2s I've found on the coupes, which is the electric tilt and slide sunroof. A lot of people didn't bother ticking that because obviously these cars have full air conditioning, climate control systems, so it's really nice to see a car with that. I often get asked, oh please can you find me a coupe with a sunroof in the 997 Gen 2s? Well, here is one. Really nice. Extended black leather throughout, so leather on the doors, on the dashboard, on the center console, on the armrest, and obviously the seats, the rear section there, and on the sides there, just at the back. It's also got Black Alcantara headlining, which is in fabulous condition. It isn't sagging or ripped, the seats are in amazing condition as well. Black carpets obviously as well. Now, these seats are really nice as well. Actually, they're the standard shape, so the comfort seats, but they've got the full electric. So normally these are a two-way electric. Everything is adjustable electrically, including the height adjustment, and it has an additional system of lumbar support. So you've got 3 air cushions here, which you select, and that's on both the passenger and driver's side. This has also got memories as well, so it stores the position of the electric mirrors and the driver's seat. to the keys, and also you can have 2 additional settings there as well. So a really nice system, a really nice option on this car. It's got the multi-function steering wheel as well, which has all the controls to control the stereo, and I'll come on to that in a minute because that's another lovely feature of this car. It has the BOSE 12 speaker surround sound system, so it has the subwoofer there in the back, and it has BOSE written just there as well, just to remind you. Now, other options in here include the Sport Chrono Package Plus. So it has Sport and Sport Plus there, and it has the switchable suspension, which is optional on the Carrera models. So it's really nice to have that on this car. So the smaller engine car, which is cheaper to tax, with all of the benefits of the switchable sport suspension from the factory on this car. Now, Carreras come with black dials as standard, not silver. So as a result, whoever spec'd this car from new also spec'd the Sport Chrono to be in black as well. So all the dials match. Typically that would be a silver dial in most S models, unless someone spec'd it to be, I don't know, black or a different color like red, speed yellow, that kind of thing. As I said, it has a full climate control system. It has heated seats as well, which do work. I just need to turn the car on. Let me just turn it on. Now, in terms of mileage, you may not believe it by looking at it, but it's covered 80,000 miles, which is higher than some, but it's not a huge mileage really, because this is a March 2010. It's 12 years old, so that's on average under sort of 7,000 miles a year. So it's clearly been used and enjoyed, and the condition of it speaks for how it's been looked after, I think. So yeah, 80,259 miles. It was last serviced in March of this year by RPM Technic. You can see there, it's getting quite dark now, but hopefully you can see it. This stereo is an updated stereo with it's made by Kenwood, and it has DAB digital radio and full Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So you can have Waze on there, you can have Spotify, you can play music, you can play podcasts all directly through your phone when you connect them through this additional plug here. And it also has Bluetooth audio as well, so you can have wireless connection to your phone as well. All of these controls on here work with the system. So it's got the basically the steering wheel module as well. So very nice to see that. So this is the car. I'll just rev it a little bit. Sounds absolutely fabulous. It has the standard exhaust, but RPM Technic, for the last owner, added the Gundo hack, which adds 2 bypass pipes straight from the center silencer to the exhaust tailpipes, which is essentially what the sports exhaust does, but it's switchable. So this car's got a very similar sound to the switchable sports exhaust car, and it does sound really nice. So there's the engine bay there, really nice and clean. Porsche direct fuel injection 3.6, really in lovely condition there. Engine runs really nicely, really well. And I'll just show you the front boot now as well, before I lose the light completely. So ignore all my bits in the bottom there, but it's got everything it should have from the factory. So all the tools and everything are in that section there, and it has a decent Bosch battery under here as well. You can look in the pictures of this car to see the tools and things in detail that I have pictured them, taken pictures of them. So there's the most number of pictures are actually on my website, which is mrsportscars.com, if you're viewing this video on YouTube or through Auto Trader or somewhere else. Now, in terms of the file, so we put this file together for every single car that we sell, and it has a really useful PDF which is also available on our website to download, which has all of the history, the factory options, and also the diagnostics results. So I'll just show you on here. So in terms of options, it has the speed yellow brake calipers, black instrument dial, stopwatch with black face, 7-speed PDK. I didn't actually mention that, but it's got the 7-speed semi-automatic gearbox, which can be run in full manual, full auto, or combination of the two. This allows it to accelerate faster and also it adapts to how you drive, not just in Sport and Sport Plus and launch control, but also when you have it in normal mode, it will adjust to how you act on the brakes and the accelerator. So really, really nice system, really great for driving in traffic as well as like on a fast B road. So it has the PDK, heated seats. It doesn't have rear wiper, which I think looks quite nice on this car, nice and simple. Clean lines, PASM, as I said, driver seat memory. I'm not going to go through all of these because I'm losing the light very, very quickly. Sport Chrono Package Plus, electric tilt and slide sunroof. That's the one that I really look out for because so many people want it on their collectible Porsche 911s. BOSE, Porsche and BOSE floor mats, which are under my temporary rubber mats, just so I protect the carpets when I'm taking this car out to take photos. And there's the full option. So as I said, this document is available on my website. If you're on the desktop, it's on the right hand side of the advert. If you're on a mobile phone, you scroll all the way to the bottom and you'll also find the sales brochure for this era of 911 as well. So you can have a look at all the possible options that these cars could have, including colours, interior options, sort of sports options as well. So it's only got range 1 over revs, which is basically just brushing the red line, only 389 ignitions, which is extremely small amount, only 1 second's worth of time at around the red line in manual mode. So a very, very well looked after car, as is the mileage. Ties up with the engine hours, so the engine measures in engine hours, and both of those corroborate that this car hasn't been clocked or anything like that in the past. And all of the actual VIN number, the actual color, tie up with what the car thinks it is in the background, as do all the options. So all the options are confirmed as well. Now it's supplied March 2010, Porsche Chester, and then there's this full service history. Last service March 2022, but since then at Porsche Care we've had the car inspected front lower fork arms replaced because they were coming to the end of their life. We've had the aircon service, and we've replaced the low tone horn because it stopped working, and we did an MOT as well. So it's got a fresh MOT till 10th of October 2023. The MOT history is really great as well. You can look at this online. The reg is this DG10EYW. You can look at this for free through the DVLA MOT check website. So yeah, really good MOT history. Only had advisories once, I believe. Yeah, only had advisories once. Considering it's 80,000 miles, that's phenomenal. And it was the first MOT. By the first MOT, it had done 40,000 miles. So basically, after 3 years, it had covered half of its mileage. And then since then, it's been used in more normal circumstances. So someone obviously uses this as a business car or something as the first owner. So it only had advisories for discs and pads at the front, rear tyres, no BSU number and rear number plate, and engine covers and under trays, which is all standard stuff you see on 911 MOTs. And there's nothing worse on there, like oil leaks, corroded brake pipes, that kind of thing. So it's clearly been well looked after its whole life. And we've got the history here as well as the stamp service book, 2 keys, the full leather wallet with all of the manuals, including the manual for that Kenwood head unit as well. So it's a really, really lovely car. If you are interested in finding out more, coming to have a test drive, please let me know. Please contact us, and yeah, thank you for watching.